What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And obviously the alpha gameplay trailer dropped last night. It's been almost 24 hours, about 20 hours there, it says there on that video. Last two videos done really well, and obviously the video is 7 minutes give or take long, and there's a bit of everything. You know, there was 9 parts they went through, 9 pinpoints should I say, and I just cut it down to all the gameplay, which was 2 minutes and 54. Oh no, it's not, sorry, it's 3 minutes and 42 seconds. I cut out all the audio so we could just focus on the gameplay here together. We're going to be looking a little bit more depth. This isn't one of those things of everything you might have missed, because I feel like the way they explained it, they were kind of explaining everything that's there in a way. So we're not going to bother doing that. We're just going to go a little bit in depth. Maybe we will find some things that you guys might not have noticed. We're just going to have a look here today. So obviously we've got the first clip where they just show David Adelaide and Eddie Hall. This is when they show David Adelaide doing the check hook. And right away we can see when shots start to land, you can see the movement. I suppose this actually will be a part of things you might have missed. You can see right away Adelaide moves when you see him go forward and he snaps back. There's no jagged movement in that. You see him go back there and then check hook and then turn. Obviously that was a slightly slow check hook, but check hooks aren't notoriously fast, but you can see the way that it lands here. Being clean like that across the chin. Hall's head snaps back. Facial reaction. As you see there, Eddie Hall's face completely reacts to it. And then face goes back normal within half a second, because that is pretty much that. And then the camera rotates along with Adelaide's kind of back shoulder, which I think is pretty awesome. And then he goes back, and you see there. So as you watch between the difference in the movement, he's moving relatively free. There you go. You see relatively free there, nice and nice free movement. And then right here, moves but a little slower. He's caught him with a nice shot and he's taking his time. He's not moving off as quick. Catches him with another one, snaps off, and then moves away a little bit faster there, which I found interesting. As you see, so after the first one, he lands, boom, and he moves quite slowly. A little bit of back rotation, on the back foot again. Lands this check hook here again, more facial reaction from Eddie Hall. And then he snaps back and moves off away. You see that? The two difference in the check hooks here. So you've got this first check hook we see. He snaps, and there's not much distance. He hasn't created much distance off the start at all. And he's moving back nice and slow. And then we go back. Eddie Hall's chasing him again. He lands this second check hook. And within the same frame of time of these snapping, you can see already, by the time the camera has spun, he has created a good 5 feet of distance between the two of them already. So, and that is within seconds. It doesn't look to be much animation difference. We see right off the start, he catches him with this check hook, moves back nice and slow, kind of feels confident, backs up. Eddie Hall's chasing down again. Heavy snap hook, and then really creates some large distance between the two. And then we'll watch it in slow-mo here. As you see, that's one thing that I really liked as well. Like I said before, he's walking forward. Boom, pushes back right off with that front foot, which is perfect. You literally learn that when you learn to fight. That is literally what you learn. Boom, pushes off with that front foot and takes shimmies back. Feet never cross. Perfect animation. Feet never cross at any point. And he's back stepping perfect. He goes back in and then takes the same steps back to create some distance. Lands the check hook. Doesn't create too much distance. A few steps back. Keeps his feet nice and separated. And then we move on here to the jabs that they show. It started right away. You'll notice with some of these jabs, like they said in the video, some land here, some land here, some land here, some go here, and I think one goes up here. We'll just watch it in. So one to the chest, and then missed that one. One to the chin, one to the side of the head, and then another one that misses there as well. And already we can see these jabs land so nice. Like, the way these jabs land is perfect. I love it. So you got one to the chest that pushes him right again. It's not to the head, doesn't look like. To the throat, if anything. Looks like it hits him in the throat. And Eddie Hall, yet again, facial reaction. Adelaide, calm. And then misses that one, creates the distance. Obviously, Eddie Hall is kind of stepping around after getting caught with a relatively heavy shot to the throat there. And then stepping around. Missed the jab. That one straight to the chin. Snaps Eddie's head back even more, because Eddie is coming in with his own shot there. So you see, he comes in with his own hook and gets caught across the chin. And then the second jab right after he lands that heavy one. So it shows you're not just going to be able just to go bing, 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 and land jabs over and over again. He lands this heavy one, and then this one kind of skims. You'll see Eddie Hall kind of react, but it does slip by. It almost catches him here on the cheekbone in a sense. And then the next one misses up the top of the head because he was out of range. And move on to this. I mean, that has got to be the most perfect W. That is a perfect jab straight straight to the front of the face. Eddie Hall's head snaps back, lifting his guard up, and then straight to the body again. Jab to the body. I mean, obviously not straight, but a little bit lower on that jab, which is, not every jab is perfect to the solar plex. That's, a lower abdomen jab, which, bends Hall, as you see there, even though for a big guy, he gets caught with that one, and that hunches him over in a way, almost like he was trying to protect it. Great 2 jabs, and then missed that jab, taps him with that one again. Yet again, another jab that landed slightly low, kind of curved off the stomach of Hall down towards the shorts, but not like an illegal blow or too low. So bing, straight again, perfect. And then see that one, he throws it, but he's in close, so the shot kind of gets pushed down and doesn't really affect anything or do much. And then there, another jab to the body. He lands pretty perfectly to it. Bing, kind of the side of the body. You see the shorts get pushed back as well. I don't know if you noticed that. You see he lands it. It was hard. It's hard to capture it there, but see if we can capture it one more time. It's kind of hard to capture. You guys can see, though, when he lands that second body jab. There you go. The shorts kind of ping out, which, yeah, again, realistic, because the groin gear would push like that if landing. And then to the side of the stomach again with the jab. I think this is the jab straight. Yep. I mean, that is fucking perfect. That is... So, yeah, first, bing, jab straight to the chin. And then the back, on the back foot. Lands a perfect straight. Absolutely, full extension, clean, snaps his head back, but Eddie Hall's on the advance, so he seems to get binged and keep walking forward, and then Adelaide changes his footwork there. I think they show it here in slow motion. What I like is the difference in footwork, that it changes and adjusts so quickly. So if we watch that again real quick, if you watch, he's moving quite freely, then he slows down his movement after landing the straight, and then it looks like he goes to pick up speed again. So if we watch it again, he's moving freely, 1, 2, slow, and then he picks it, and then he steps back, steps back, and picks up relatively good speed there on the end. I mean, that is perfect. And then we have this clip where there was no one fight. They were showing the feint system, which was absolutely just perfect in every way. I fucking loved it. I was amazed at how good the feint system was. I will show you my favorite feint so far. But yeah, let's have a look. So they show the London jab, and then he fakes that. You see that? Apparently it's just a tap, so it's just a tap. You can see the shot is thrown, so you're going to see the opponent do that. You're going to instinctively at least block this side of your body. You're going to you're going to instinctively block this side, which leaves this open. Yes, you might go head or body and get lucky, but instinctively you're going to at least block one side of your body, assuming it's a 6-axis block system, or if you just decide to block your body or block your head, that's definitely going to leave a huge opening, because the feint is like a real life feint. It looks like an obvious shot to be easily blocked. So you see that, boom, that is my favorite. That is fucking... One thing that I love about this that I feel like has gone unnoticed a lot, you see, feints this, right? And then normal uppercut, you drop your body and you throw with the back of your glove like that. If you see here, because it's a feint leading into kind of, I would call that kind of a sneaky uppercut, he throws it with the side of the glove facing what would be his opponent. Bing, like that. You see that? That, I feel like, has not got enough notice, personally. Feint, bing. Let's watch it one more time. Feint, bing, up the top like that. I just thought that was nice, because that would go through a perfect, guard that's like this. It leaves that open. You're going to block up high, and someone can come up the top with that, which I thought was perfect. And then you see here, looks like he feints the right uppercut and goes around the side with the left body hook, which is flawless. And yeah, man, the animations together flow. Let's just watch it one more time. The animations together here flow so nicely. The way you see that shot coming, you know what it's going to be. Next thing you know, you're getting hit with the left body shot, and that's going to, perfect feint system, honestly. Absolutely incredible. And then here, we've got counter punching, I think. Oh, no, we've got another feint, sorry. Boom. Yeah, sorry, yeah, that was more feints. Sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot that they shoot this clip in the more feints. So, Eddie Hall looks to feint a left hook, and then he comes up with the left uppercut. And while I think maybe that's still a relatively easy shot to block, you still shows how quick, because in real life, you can feint and come up like that. So I think that shows how a feint's there and then comes up like that. It looks like Adelaide's got that right hand ready to block what looks like he's going to be ready to block a body hook, and then it comes up with the uppercut up the top. And then here again he shows my favorite, the feint of the body hook, and then comes up with that, and then again with that. And then we move on to the footwork, where they showed London Arthur, I think, if I'm right in thinking. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, I think so. I thought he had hair though. No, maybe he didn't. I might be tripping. But yeah, they show the footwork here. And there's not really much to say. We've already seen a lot of the footwork. We're just going to kind of be in awe of it. I think it's pretty fucking awesome, to be honest. The way he moves. And one thing they mentioned is there's going to be no preset animations. You are going to be able to flow as freely as you want. You know, you will be doing the as you see there, he does, you know, starter steps. And there is a part where he's against the rope that's amazing. I mean, I cannot wait to look at the controls and see how they're used to do this. You see, sometimes he's moving in without bobbing and weaving, which is great. So you just see here, he's moving, no bob and weave, which is interesting. Then here, he's bobbing when he moves in. So sometimes you see that, boom, head going side to side, but it's not always. So there must be that, to me, you know, the footwork I think is going to be, you know, see here, he's moving, there's no bobbing, a little bob there as he stopped, but, you know, and then he stopped there with no bob at all. It was, and then here, he's moving that head a lot, the gloves are down low, that, you know, this jab hand is kind of, you know, kind of out as if he's going maybe for a body jab, and then he's moving, bobbing side to side constantly all the time, side to side, and then yet again, boom, just stomps that front foot when he throws the jab, which I just love the look of. As you see, he stomps that front foot, bing, stomp. You watch that front foot there it is, you see it go down, snaps the heel, and there it goes, perfect. And then as always, jumps out to move out of the way of probably a body shot that would be to move out the way of, which is fuck, and then bings him off with a jab. You know, if he had an opponent, that would be miss the body hook, bing him with a jab. And then there you can see kind of what would be like forward and back pressure. You know, so going forward would be not, you know. And you can see he's moving in every direction. It doesn't matter. We also got to see some relatively small but good rope physics there. You see it bounces off the ropes and the whole ropes move. And then here you got, you know, what's he doing there? Just, that's not really heavy fight night champion movement like what people were expecting. This is subtle. It's what you learn. You learn about the subtle head movements when avoiding shots. And that's what he's doing there. You know, these aren't strong, heavy bobs or weaves or head movements. These are subtle. You know, that would slip, boom, boom. You know, you could slip a 1-2 there easily with that. And then goes in again. But this time, as you notice down over here, hold on, not in this clip. In this clip, hands are nice and low like that. And then in the next clip, sorry, where after this, he's got his guard up relatively high. So whether or not it is going to be based on a 6 to maybe 9 axis block, I don't know. But you see his guard is now up here as he's moving, whereas before it was really low, it was down here, but now it's close to his stomach. And, you know, just interesting things like that, mate, you know. And then here again, his arms are down. Quick switch stance there, which which fucking was insane. I mean, that little things like this, they're not, you know, they're not making big deals out, but they are huge, huge deals. You know, so he's stepping forward with this left foot here, goes back, left foot is now behind him, goes back, left foot is now in front of him. I mean, they're just not making a big deal out of it, but it is. Left foot is there, back. Sorry about the cut, guys, but as we were saying, you can see this just amazed me in every way. The way, you know, because if the switch stance is this good with him, imagine how it's going to be with someone like Terence Crawford, who's got an incredible switch stance. You know, the way it just flowed so nice. I can't get over it. 1, 2, and then he's back to how he likes to be. He's back in orthodox. So he starts in orthodox, switch, back in orthodox. I mean, holy shit, like that is, you know, and then moves around in orthodox, and then he's kind of front facing there. He's almost in a southpaw stance when he rotates back this way towards the ring. As you see, so he goes here, he's in orthodox clearly. Then he's face on with what we'll say we're the opponent here. And then as he comes back this way, you'll see his right leg starts to come forward. As you see, it's there. His right leg is now forward, putting him to somewhat of a southpaw stance, and then back there to orthodox. It's very free flow, and it looks fucking perfect. Honestly, it looks so just like there's gonna be so much freedom to move around. And then they moved on to the adrenaline system here, and as you can see, it takes a lot of punches to get your fighter up to the adrenaline state. As they stated, there has to be over a certain BPM. And when you're in the adrenaline state, it does affect your long-term stamina. As you see this, we've got the stamina bar here, Arturo Gatti. You can see this is Arturo Gatti. If you watch his feet, the way his feet rotate for each punch, you'll see how many shots he throws. Every knee movement is a shot. That's hook after hook after hook. BPM is going up like a madman right now. The referee was there, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that. They took the referees out, but I feel like that's a little... Look, referee was here and he's moving around. So that's just a little interesting snippet there. And then it goes up and then we see... So look, so the stamina's dropping. And then it flashes and it goes. 150, it goes. And it's, as you see here, when it's flashing blue, it's not affected except every punch, it drops by that little bit, you see? Every time it snaps down a little bit. And then when the adrenaline goes, that is then your permanent long-term stamina after the fight. I have to say on this adrenaline thing, I think is perfectly done. And that is very realistic in a sense, because you do get an adrenaline rush when you feel like your opponent is hurt and you feel like you can rush them and charge them and take them out. I think it works perfectly. It's a great idea, all in all. And yeah, and then obviously after that, the adrenaline mode then can't be used again for a while. We don't know how long of yet. Maybe a round, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe just 4 minutes in total. We don't know what it is yet. But then his BPM starts to go down, and that is his long-term stamina. And then we see, I mean, this is the greatest clip. So we've got David Adelaide in the adrenaline mode, or adrenaline zone, if you would call it. I wouldn't call it a mode. I'd call it kind of a zone or an ability in a way. Eddie Hall, stamina is relatively low here, so he looks like he could perhaps be hurt. I think what they've also done, actually, which is clever, is they've taken away the round here, so we don't know what round this is in. But David Adelaide's stamina is quite high, even with the adrenaline mode on. And then I'm just going to watch it all the way through, and then we're going to go through it bit by bit, because I just love this clip. Hook, boom. Oh, the rotation of the camera as well. Missed that. No, it's fine. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's watch that one more time. So as we see, the adrenaline mode, whether you land or not, your stamina gets affected regardless. So as you see, he lands the I suppose a leaping lead hook, and then he goes down with the back hook, which then the way this camera snaps here, you know, it doesn't rush or go awkwardly. It flows nicely, following in a sense Adelaide's shoulder, in my opinion. The way, and then boom, jab to the body, hook to the head, misses that one, but yet again, man, Hall is leaning back. He's left himself open. He's leaning back, misses the shot. But we see that open for Adelaide. Boom. Hook to the body. Hook to the body. Hook to the body. Oh, just the series of body shots afterwards absolutely torch him. And if you watch Eddie Hall's stamina down the bottom left, you will see it gets torched here. Oh. You see them shots at the end, man. They fucking torch it. The way his long-term stamina just drops shot after shot after shot. Oh, my goodness. And then we go on to the counterpunch, and so that's all I really have to talk about for the adrenaline. I mean, I could watch that clip 100 times over. It's fucking awesome. The way that lead body hook is got to be the most perfect thing I've ever seen in a simulation or video game. That is, and because of how crisp it is, that's what does the largest amount of stamina damage to Eddie Hall. As you watch, bing, that drops a huge amount. That drops a huge amount, man. As you we'll just watch it. There we go. Get rid of that. Bing. Oh. Nasty stuff, but yeah. And then we see here the counter punch, and we watch a kind of a pull and jab by David Adelaide there, which is super clean, you know, bing. And as well, this isn't, because of how the game is made as a simulation, not every shot goes to the head. So as you see, this shot from Hall would have been on the shoulder anyways. It would have landed on the shoulder regardless if Adelaide moved. But he moved out of the way. You see, that shot would have hit him in the chest. Best case scenario, that shot was going to hit him in the chest or the shoulder, or hit him on the back glove. That was going to do nothing. But now, because he has full opening to Eddie Hall's head, bings him with a little jab. They're nothing special. You know, the jab wasn't perfect. You know, and the animation was perfect, but Adelaide's accuracy there from the jab wasn't perfect. It almost went past the chin. As you see there, it kind of caught him here and then went up and past the gym. Full extension, nicely. I mean, Eddie Hall probably could land a nice check left there, but, you know, and then we see here the absolute ultimate counter punch, and this is so fucking clean. Boom, drops. I mean, he saw that coming for sure. He saw it coming without a doubt. This is round 3 of 12 as well, and these guys have got a good amount of stamina still. So, he drops. Completely sees it coming a mile off. Alright, sorry for the cut again, guys, but yeah, let's focus on this. We see the shot coming. You can see it coming a mile off there. The drop from Adelaide and the huge leap and hook. Goes under it. Oh, and a perfect backhand uppercut there. Perfect stuff. Sees it coming. He's pre-dropped before the shot really even comes. So it's relatively visible to see the shot coming, being up the top. And then we've got one more counter punch, slips. Oh. And then as we saw here, I mean, that is the cleanest fucking counter punch that they have shown. Slip that jab. So, I mean, that is perfect that we've never seen in any game before. That is perfectly textbook to land that straight lead hook to the body. I mean, you see, I mean, he sees it coming, luckily, but the shot, every shot of this, every frame works perfectly with this. As you see, just goes, the jab, I mean, actually, to be honest, you can see the jab coming because it comes from down here, so you see him pull it up to then throw it. Eddie Hall slips that, big hook coming, admittedly, if David Adelaide is able to step out, that leaves Eddie Hall very exposed, but Oh, and then the rumble of that. Let's watch it just without me pausing it constantly. Let's watch it without me pausing it. Oh, god damn, that's brutal. I love it. Absolutely love that. I think that the counter punching, other than the footwork and career, I mean, so many things are tied in first place in my mind with that. That is a perfect slip jab, body hook straight to the side, because that would fucking suck. How much does it affect his stamina? I mean, if you watch his short-term stamina that will eventually regen, it does actually lower his long-term stamina. If you watch down the bottom right real quick, hold on, I'm going to go back a little bit further here. Here we go. If you watch David Adelaide's stamina this time, it goes down quite a bit. If you were to land a good amount of body shots, they're going to fucking suck. And then the final bit of gameplay, after this Cutman thing, they show is, which I like, is health and stamina. Eddie Hall's is terrible in comparison to David Adelaide's in the first round. And then they show this little screenshot. One thing I noticed right away in the live reaction was the bruising on Rocky's arm. And they do mention here real quick that this is just a stance that your fighter will have. Your fighter won't just be arms down by their side. Your fighter will be like this, if that's their stance, or like this naturally. And it's up to you to block appropriately. And then we see here in the last 7 seconds of gameplay, in the black and white field, you can see Rocky's lead arm is isn't the lead arm? He looks like he's in orthodox. His lead arm is bruised from taking these punches, which I fucking think is fantastic. And then as you see, pushes that elbow back right away. So that looks to be a nice, clean, relatively basic fully shell. I mean, he does get caught with that final shot to the body. That one goes, and then this one pushes the shoulder back. A little bit of interference there in the animation, but all in all, nothing to complain about. That is fucking perfect. I love the physics of the arm. The arm looks almost swollen and bruised. And, yeah, man, looks fucking awesome. And then, and I feel like that's a little homage to the old flicker jab thing, but that was a straight, perfectly thrown and slipped by Joe Frazier. Not really even slipped, just missed him, like, majorly missed him. But all in all, that's pretty much my breakdown and kind of looking in depth, maybe some things you guys might have missed on this gameplay. Obviously, we did only get 3 minutes and 42 seconds, but still, 3 minutes and 42 seconds more than I thought we would get, and to be honest, I think what they shoot was just fucking perfect. This video could not have been any better. It was awesome. But yeah, let me know if you guys saw anything that maybe I missed. I was trying to focus on a bit more of the gameplay, not so much like the things down the bottom, and, you know, I didn't want to focus on like the BPM and the rounds and the filters and all that. I want to focus purely on the gameplay, because that's what this was all about. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.